Hey everybody, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are tuning in with me today. So listen, I wanted to just very briefly do a quick video blog on something. I'll just get right into it. So my friend and I were having a conversation today, and we were talking about like different methods of discipline and different ways that parents get over or get across to their children what is acceptable versus what is not acceptable. And she and I were having a discussion. Now, she and I both have counseling and psychology backgrounds. I have a master's degree in counseling. She has a master's degree in social work. I'm literally 14 courses away from having a PhD. Okay. So she and I have a lot of these, discussions regarding, different things with psychology and whatnot. So she and I were talking about the different ways that people handle discipline and things of that nature. And I was saying that depending on the actual, temperament, because we all are born with a temperament. We all are, born with a certain way that God has made us. We were created, with, of course, in the likeness and image of God, but the way we are created to function is going to be set according to the purpose and the destiny that He has for us. Okay, and so this is why, for those of you who have 2 and 3 children, or at least, of course, more than one child, that how you respond to one child may be totally different with another kid. One kid may come out completely quiet and nothing to say and all of that, and then you may have another kid who come out literally just like screaming at the top of his lungs. Like, there are just different temperaments. And so she and I were talking about the structure that you have to give in order to make your discipline effective. And so we started talking about military and military training and the things that the military does for people who enlist, whether it's the military, Marines, Air Force, whatever it is they enlist. And part of the training is you go through that, the basic training. I think it's called basic training or basic skills, or whatever the training is that you get in the very beginning, and you have to graduate and everybody's all happy and stuff like that. But when it comes to that, the whole purpose of that is because they are trying to create a soldier, and they're trying to enforce discipline that the person did not originally have. So, I don't know all of what the military requires, but I'll just give an example. All before 5 o'clock in the morning, you know how to get up. You have, let's say 10 minutes to get up, brush your teeth and everything. You know how to fold your clothes a certain way. You know how to eat in less than 10 minutes. You know how to shower in 5 minutes. Your lights out at 8 o'clock. It's these things that are very, very much so important to creating a disciplined lifestyle, so that if and when the time comes for you to go, to war, then you are able to do that without, having these little personal isms and schisms and why you can't do something and why you can't go out in the field and, all this other stuff. It creates discipline, okay? And so, of course, it, started me down the line of thinking about psychology, and you have the whole behavioral psychology, and you have and they're attributed with a lot of psychologists who make contributions toward it. So you have people like Skinner and Watson who make very, very big contributions to that particular realm of psychology. And then you have the whole classical conditioning. You have Pavlov's dog. I believe he was Russian. His name is Pavlov, and most people, if you've taken psychology 101, probably remember about classical conditioning and the whole Pavlov's dog experiment, where you ring a bell and you bring the food, and after a certain amount of time, the fact that the bell was rang creates the salivation in the mouth of the dog. So it's the whole if you do this, conditional stimuli, that's the word I'm looking for. If you do this, you get that. Of course, with behavior modification, we call that positive and negative reinforcements. Okay, that's a long way around what I'm trying to get around to. What I'm puzzled about right now, ladies and gentlemen, I need somebody to help me with this right here, because I'm really puzzled about this. What I'm puzzled about, though, is providing positive reinforcement, or providing a reward, if you will, for things you just expected to do that. Like, period. A reward comes if you do something above and beyond what you were expected to do. Okay, you don't get a promotion on your job for doing what you were hired to do. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you get a paycheck. Okay, if you do what you are supposed to do, all you get is a paycheck. That is it. Promotions do not come. Increase, raises on your job, that does not come because you showed up to work and had the attitude of, well, they better be glad I even showed up, or they better, you know, that's called getting what was due to you because you were hired to do a job. You only start getting promotions and, you know, rewards and things of that nature when you go above and beyond the call of duty. All right, that is the way we have to look at it with adults. But my issue is when we're dealing with kids and dealing with, you know, certain situations with regards to children and discipline and all this other stuff, you know, so they say, okay, they act up, take this away, okay, but then after 24 hours, if they do what they're supposed to do, then you give this back, give them a little bit more freedom or whatever. I'm not understanding why a parent, ladies and gentlemen, I have to look at you on that, I'm not understanding why a person needs to receive positive reinforcement, a reward for something you just supposed to do that. You're expected to go to school and act like you got some sense. Period. Like, why I gotta reward you for going to school and acting as if you know better, or, you know, behaving the way you should behave, or getting good grades? You're supposed to, okay? The other one that really baffles me, and I'm struggling to understand it, is the reward of high school graduations. Now look, before y'all inbox me and start all that, hear me out. You're supposed to graduate high school, okay? I'm not understanding these huge posh parties and like all these big rewards because you did what you're supposed to do when you finished the 12th grade. Like, when you finish the 12th grade, you're supposed to graduate, okay? That is a part of your development, is to go to school, finish, and create and step up on a stepping stone, a milestone, which is your graduation. That's your reasonable service. That's how we figure out that you know how to do regular stuff. 1 + 1, or you know your ABCs, or you know your basic skills. I don't understand why there comes this reward for doing what you're supposed to actually do. You're supposed to graduate high school, and I hear all this, you know, oh, and if that's something you did, hey, God bless you, okay? God bless you. That's what you did, whatever. I'm just saying about me right through here, me. I don't get it. I need somebody to help me understand why I'm expected to spend a whole lot of money. Now, granted, I had a little barbecue, okay? I had a little barbecue when I graduated high school. It's just something that we do culturally. You celebrate it. But I'm not understanding like, it's literally extra stuff that takes place because somebody graduated high school, and then graduated high school like you graduate at the bottom of high school, of your high school class. Like, I'm not getting it. You were supposed to go to high school, you were supposed to graduate, and preferably not at the bottom of your class. So that's normal. Like, that's what you're supposed to to do, and I don't get it. If you don't graduate high school, then that's a key indicator that we've missed something. That's like a milestone. It's like your first birthday, or losing your first set of teeth, or being able to walk, or, you know, those are considered milestones that are congruent with your age. Like, with your age and your development, that's a milestone. At that age and development, you should be graduating high school. Okay, Somebody help me out. All right. Bye.